Welcome to the CEI Women's Business Center. We help you to start or grow your business in Maine. We've made this video to answer a frequently asked question and provide some guidance. The information provided in this video does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice. Signing a commercial lease is an important moment in your business. It is one of the biggest single contracts that many businesses will sign in their first years of operation. We are going to walk you through the process, timing, and key considerations in signing a commercial lease. We'll make an assumption that you are also working on securing a commercial loan, as the two transactions often go hand in hand. If you're not working on getting a commercial loan, you can ignore those parts of the conversation. Let's walk through the order of events for a commercial lease. First, you'll develop a business plan that helps you understand how much square footage you'll need and what specifications the space must have. Second, you'll develop a budget. As you think about what you can afford, it's important to know that commercial leases come in two basic formats: gross modified and triple net. A gross modified lease means that you'll pay your landlord one set amount every month. This type of lease makes it easier for you to budget. More common, however, is a triple net lease. A triple net lease, written as 3 uppercase N's, means that you'll pay your landlord two sums every month. One is your base rent that you pay for the square footage you'll occupy. The second is called additional rent, or CAM, common area maintenance, or triple net charges. This charge covers your portion of the entire building's property taxes, liability insurance, common area maintenance, such as plowing or landscaping, and more. By making this a separate charge, the landlord gives herself flexibility to pass along increased costs. Commercial leases are either listed as a monthly amount or an amount per square foot. When posted as an amount per square foot, multiply the number of square feet by the price per square foot. Divide that number by 12 to get your monthly base rent. Once you have your budget and requirements established, you can start looking around at spaces. We generally recommend working with a commercial broker. The broker's fees are paid by the landlord, so it doesn't cost you anything to engage a broker. They can be helpful in getting you in to see spaces, helping with negotiations, and looking out for your best interests. If you don't work with a broker, you can look for commercial space postings in storefront windows, on Craigslist, or on the New England Commercial Property Exchange website. You may also want to ask industry colleagues if they know of any openings. Once you've found a space that you like, you'll negotiate a letter of intent with the landlord or her broker. This letter of intent will outline the following items and more, so you'll want to negotiate them carefully at this time. It will outline the term of the lease, often 3 to 5 years for an initial term, the monthly rent amount, the percentage of any incremental rent increases, the length and number of options to renew. Options to renew mean that when your lease is up, the landlord must offer you the option to renew your lease rather than putting it back on the open market. You'll also negotiate what work you'll do and pay for to make the space ready for your business versus what the landlord will pay for. You'll negotiate when you'll start paying rent. Some landlords will allow a few months of free rent while you perform leasehold improvements. As you're negotiating the letter of intent, or immediately upon signing it, you'll want to have contractors lined up to give you quotes for any necessary leasehold improvements. The cost of these improvements will impact how much you'll need to borrow. You'll also want to be getting quotes for any equipment you'll need to buy. Simultaneously, You should be finalizing your business plan so that all you'll have to do is update any final numbers that are specific to the space. Once you and the landlord have finished your negotiation, you'll sign a letter of intent. By signing this, you promise that you'll lease the space if you can secure a loan and get any necessary municipal approvals. Your letter of intent should be contingent upon commercial financing. This is really important. It means that the landlord promises that she'll hold the space and lease it to you if you can line up financing. And it means you're not on the hook if you can't get a loan. Letters of intent are often good for 30 to 60 days. This means time is of the essence. You should sign the letter of intent and then submit your finalized loan package as soon as possible. While your lender is conducting their underwriting, communication with all parties involved is key. If you will need to ask for an extension on your letter of intent due to a delay with the lender, you'll want to work with your broker to do so before the letter of intent expires. Ideally, your lender will offer a commitment letter before your letter of intent expires. The commitment letter is the lender's intent to issue your loan once you have provided some additional information and gives you confidence to move forward with the lease. Once you have a commitment letter from the lender, you can sign the commercial lease after your lawyer has reviewed it. And now the real fun begins of starting and growing your business.